And welcome back here to Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal Match number 6, and that has got the Durbanville Dynamos sponsored by JSK1. They are up against Victoria Vipers sponsored by ID 247. A very good match in prospect here. The Dynamos yet to get a win. The Vipers winning their first game. And the conditions here is a lot better than what we have seen the past 2 days, but certainly it's a match that I'm certainly looking forward to. And earlier we had the Cape Fox himself, James King. He was out there to look at that pitch to see if there was any changes to that pitch from what we've seen, as well as having a couple of words with the the captains at the toss, I should say. So let's go over to that and see the outcome.
It's match 6 of the Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal, and it's between the Durbanville Dynamos sponsored by JSK1 and the Victoria Vipers sponsored by ID 247. And just looking at the pitch, we've seen it playing much better. It's got a lot harder, the pitch, over the first 3 days. It's day 3 in which we're playing on this at the moment. And the pitch certainly has got still something in it for the bowlers. We've seen some of the pitch, when they're pitching the ball, is moving off the seam. We've also seen some purchase for the spinners. So there is still something in it, but it is starting to come on nicer for the batters. So either team here, whoever wins the toss, they could be deciding to bat or they could be deciding to bowl. It's up to them. We're going to go over to the toss now and see exactly what's going to happen. So we're here at the toss for this match 6 in the Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal, and it's the Durbanville Dynamos who are sponsored by JSK1. The captain Fritz de Beer, who is the home team and who will be tossing, and it's Victoria Vipers sponsored by ID 247. It's Mahmoud Peterson, who is their captain, who will be calling, and over now to umpire Jason Harrison, who's giving that coin, and the call is ahead. And that means Mahmoud won the toss. Mahmoud, just a few words. So what are you going to do?
We're going to have a ball.
Okay, and your reasoning behind that?
The conditions look like it's going to stay the same throughout the game, so we're looking to chase.
Okay, you're looking to chase. You did that. You successfully managed to do that in the first game, so you're 1 game up so far. How are you feeling about today?
Well, it's been a good start, isn't it? Hopefully we can continue.
And any changes significantly in your team for today?
There is a couple. I'm not quite sure yet. Still need to learn the players' names.
Okay, that's great. And we wish you all the best for the match today. Go well.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And Fritz de Beer from Durbanville Dynamos. Fritz, you're batting first. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, like he said, I don't think there's going to be much in the wicket, change in the wicket. I think we would have liked the ball first, but it doesn't really bother us too much. I think the wicket's going to be very similar throughout, so I don't think they'll bother us too much to bat first either.
You had a close game in the first encounter against the Blasters. Are you looking to come back strongly today?
Yeah, I'll try and rectify 1 or 2 things. I think especially with the bat, we didn't have our best outing, so definitely want to come back and get our tournament going.
Well, we wish you all the best for the match today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So the news from the toss is that the Victoria Vipers have won the toss and they're going to have a bowl.
And that was the outcome of the toss there. And James King, you were out there with them. I mean, who seemed the more confident just by listening to them there at that toss? Was it the Vipers? Was it the Dynamos? I think it was a good toss to win, but it's only as good as what your performance is out there in the middle.
Well, I think, what was said by both of the captains, I think they both believe that they've got a very good chance of winning this game, irrespective of whether they bat or bowl first. Mahmoud Peterson of the Vipers certainly wanted to have a bowl first. He wants to restrict the Dynamos and be able to chase that score. They did that successfully in the first game, so they feel that is really going to be where they're going to set their stall. Fritz de Beer of the Dynamos, I think he feels that they can, if they get in at bat first, and they really can get a score that's going to put the Vipers under pressure.
A couple of changes already there. We see Lawrence Smith in there for the Dynamos, as well as Stratham, John Stratham. He's a big hitting man as well. Can hit the ball far as well, but number of changes there for the Vipers. They're going to be in green. But a couple of things really to think about. Again, we're going to be talking about the average score. Average scores, I think, after the games that we've seen, is still hovering around that 24.5. And teams are not really accelerating. Again, okay, this was the second score above 90 that we saw there from the previous game. So there's no real acceleration as such, is there?
No, we've seen, and again in the game this morning, we saw, particularly the team batting second, there was no acceleration at all after the first 3 overs. Team batting first also had a very poor over 4 to 7. They managed to pull that back through some big hitting towards the end, particularly in overs 9 and 10, which then pushed that final rate up to just over 9 and over. So that 8 and over range is certainly, the averages that we've looked at. Anybody getting anywhere between 90 and 100, you feel that is going to be a defendable total. There is still purchase on the pitch for the spinners. There's some movement for the fast bowlers. So it is going to be interesting to see how the batters adapt and work with it in that case.
Yeah, they're the umpire sponsored by Golf Ticket. They are, and from left-hand side there, that's umpire Slow Poison de Jong. And on the right-hand side, it is Shotgun Harrison. He is the taller one of the two. Just on the boundary count there, from the matches that we've seen, there is an average of just 8 boundaries per innings. 8 boundaries per innings. Maybe that's an indication that, guys, we're not going to have it all our way by hitting boundaries. Maybe as this tournament progresses, that number will go up. But from what we've seen at the start, I think, in fact, it's just under 8.
Yeah, I think we saw that in the first game, which was a continuation of the trend we've had all the way through. That the team batting who got 91, they had 23 dots in their innings, but they did hit more boundaries. Team batting second only had 18 dots in their innings, but only managed to get 60 runs on the board. So the boundary count is crucial, but it's not that easy on this particular surface to be able to play your shots effectively. You've got to be very aware of what's happening. The bowlers, they're bowling to their plans, making it difficult for the batters to get that over the line.
Feeling here that the Dynamos bowlers, they've got bowlers in their side that really hit the pitch. They know the conditions very well here. But then a few men to look out for in this Green Machine team, as they are now going to be known because they are wearing the green here. It is the team here, the Victoria Vipers. They have got a few men as well that can certainly make that ball talk, as they say, maybe through the air, maybe off the pitch as well.
Yeah, and but it's going to be the opening batters for the Dynamos, Fritz de Beer, the captain, and the other man who's with him there, Ruben Senekal. We know that both of these are very good batters. We know they play good cricket shots, and that's something that we have seen really works here. Is you've got to be prepared to play the good cricket shots. You've got to be able to pick the ball, play each ball on its merits, and not perhaps premeditate what you're going to be doing.
I think I got a feeling that this game is already simmering nicely, and we haven't had a ball bowled yet. There it is, Akil Abbas. He's going to be bowling here from the Golf Ticket end. He is going to be the left arm swinger from this end here. And what is the field like? And in fact, I tell you what is quite keen. I am not going to say another word because they got 3 men out, and eventually they've figured that, listen, we've got 1 man too many. So now I can talk about the field. They've got a sweep on the offside, and they got a 3rd man down because Fritz de Beer, he's on strike, the captain. He's going to leave from the front. And really hope he gets going, because when this man starts hitting the ball, folks, he hits the ball to all parts. There's no boundary big enough when this big man hits it.
It just made a change there, Eugene, and they did have a 6-3 offside leg side field. They changed that now to a 5-4. They've brought the man around who was at... they've taken out the sort of extra cover there. It's interesting. There's a gap now, quite a significant gap at extra cover for it to be able just to a wide-ish mid-off, and it's Akil Abbas away from us now.
And there they go, off and running. And that is significant about the amount of dot balls that teams are going to concede. We've seen teams concede in excess of 25 dot balls. I mean, that is massive.
It is huge. I mean, you can't... If you're not going to be scoring off 4 of the 10 overs, you're giving yourself far less of an opportunity to get to a total of around 100 or whatever. That's going to mean that your chasing team, the team chasing, is going to really struggle. So it's something we're going to keep an eye on in this innings if we can.
Interesting to watch him hold that ball there. Look at his wrist position. Look at his eyes. That ball position is in his hands there. Oh, beats the outside edge of the bat, and let's just say the feet were still in the toilet there from Ruben Senecal.
It just looked like he was trying to perhaps guide that one down to the man at third, and didn't make any kind of contact. Good delivery from Akil Abbas. He did bowl well in the first encounter between the Vipers and the Knights.
Yeah, I did say that the bowlers here might have a little bit of skill about them from the Vipers. They will have skill, but you cannot bowl the ball halfway down the pitch here, because that ball just set up. And I was about to say that Ruben Senecal, he plays the ball square of the wicket as good as anybody.
And let's look at this again. And as Eugene says, that one is perhaps a little bit short of a length, and he just takes full toll of that. We've seen that happen so many times. And the outfield today is a little bit better than it has been over the first 2 days. It was mowed this morning. So we are expecting to see perhaps a few more 4s and the ball moving a bit quicker over this outfield.
Yeah, you can't bowl a ball that's going to go hip high. You can't bowl a ball that's going to go hip high, because that has gone for 1 bounce 4.
This is exactly the kind of start that the men from the Dynamos would be looking for. And again, not pitching it in Senecal's half of the pitch, and that is just going to go one way.
What's the response going to be here? What is the response? 9 or 4 deliveries already. The bowler's under the pump here. 2 balls to go. Projected score. Let's keep that in check for a little bit. Oh, glorious shot. Oh, my word. Look at the hands. Getting his hands through the ball there, and that ball went racing away across this outfield. What slow outfield is there?
Doesn't look like a slow outfield for Ruben Senecal, but he doesn't move his feet necessarily, but he just is so stable at the crease and just flings his hands through the ball and plays it through the gap for a 3rd consecutive boundary. And Akil Abbas just overcompensating there. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Where's this ball going to go? It's outside the off stump, and he gets a dot ball, and 13 coming off the first over. And I think the men in purple there, they really want to get back on the winning train, because they lost their first game here to their neighbors, the Blasters. I mean, look at that for the strike rate, 240 clicks. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that is exactly what you would want if you were a batting team coming into the first of the 10 overs, first of the 3 power play overs. Make sure you're taking full toll of the opportunities where you don't have players out on the boundary.
Bowler's going to be Robin Krill, another left armer that's going to come in. You know, this is another thing I don't understand now. With the warm-ups being done, you know, the toss has been done at half an hour before you go out there. You know what you're going to do. And then when it's your turn to bowl, then I see bowlers do their run-up. I mean, really now. You could have measured that out. You know which end you're going to come from. Or just do it both sides, and you know it's done.
Yeah, especially when you have time constraints, as you do have in a T10 format. You have to bowl your overs within a specific time to avoid any penalties. It's going to be left arm against left-hander here. Robin Creel, left arm over against Fritz de Beer.
Deep square and deep mid-wicket. There are 2 men out. Oh, it's guided down. Ball that's full his length there. Wow, does Fritz de Beer play it? His batting partner, Ruben Senegal, he's sitting and relaxed there, 12 or 5 balls. He's just saying, Fritzy, just give me the strike. I'll do the rest. But I'm telling you, he doesn't want to be outdone as well.
It's going to be interesting to see how he does approach this. He was just looking for the single there, I think. Oh.
Beautifully played. And that is a smart cricket, using the pace. It was a foolish length. He didn't go for the old smash it downtown. He just guided that to the vacant third man. 4 runs.
Showing us here you don't have to get underneath the ball to be able to score. And he played that absolutely beautifully, didn't he?
No swing, James, no swing.
No swing, no.
Because that ball was full of length and there was nothing there. Now then, field change. Deep square comes into the ring. Third man goes back, following the ball here, but here's the captain, Peterson here.
Interesting to see now, how does Creel respond to the pressure that's been put on him?
Again, going into that third man area there. Running is good, but it keeps it down to 1 though, and he doesn't want to get run out again. Fritz de Beer, the captain.
That certainly was, we feel, a big impact. That had a big impact when Fritz de Beer was run out in that first game against the Blasters. And it is now Ruben Senecal, 12 off 5, 240 strike rate. It's already hit 3 4s at 12. It's just consisting of boundaries. Eugene, he's been dealing in 4s at the moment.
You reckon he's going to have a sighter? You reckon he's going to have a sighter? New man up, he's going to have a sighter, surely.
I don't know. If he pitches it, doesn't pitch it in Ruben Senecal's half, he's not going to have a sighter.
Okay, let's see how this one goes. That's turned down onto the onside. Is this going to be kept to 1? I think that was his sighter, because if he bowls it there again, he could flick it as hard as he can.
Yeah, that was certainly looked like a bit of a sighter for him. He pitched up, and as you said, he'd get 1 on the pads again like that. That could be flying over deep backward square.
Here's all the sponsors connected to this tournament, and a great deal of thanks goes to them. Oh, it's beautifully bowled. Let me tell you, a little bit of a slow ball. De Beer was through the shot already, and as he checked it, it wasn't played as well as he wanted, but he managed to still get 1.
Yeah, just coming off the leading edge of the bat, and it just goes down to the man at third, and he's able to take the single. So, following on from that 13 off the first over, they've got 4 and 3 singles. Who's going to finish the over best here? It's going to be interesting to see. Creel's pulled it back really well.
You're not happy with a 7? Oh, Ruben Senecal's going to keep the strike here, and that he's going to conclude 2 overs. What a 2 overs so far we've had here from the men in purple. They certainly want to come back here. Now gives us a good chance and good opportunity here to welcome Kasif. And he's going to give us his view as well. Kasif, what a start there by the team in purple there. The Durbanville Dynamos.
शुक्रिया यूजेन. पहले टॉस पे बात करते हैं. अच्छा आई थिंक अच्छा टॉस इन्होंने जीता है वाइपर्स की तरफ से. उनके कैप्टन बिलीव करते हैं कि शायद वो दोबारा से चेस कर लें इसको, क्योंकि कंफर्टेबली इन्होंने चेस किया था लास्ट मैच जो खेले हैं विक्टोरिया की तरफ से.
Bowler coming into the attack is Collison. He's going to be bowling the final over of the power play. There's his numbers there. The economy rate of 5 and over. He would want to take that and run right now.
Just showing the dominance that they had over the Knights in that first game.
It's played out into the offside. He starts with a full ball. So still just the 2 men out.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
अगर बैटिंग की बात करें यूजिन, तो डर्बनवेल की टीम ने अच्छा स्टार्ट किया है. सेनेगाल ने बहुत ही अच्छी शानदार पहला ओवर खेला. 3 बाउंड्रीज एक ही ओवर में अकील अब्बास को.
Senegal, what's he going to be able to do here? Oh, sorry, it's De Beer on strike here. What's he going to be able to do?
He's on strike now. There's no one on the long or no long off boundary for Collinson's pace here. I said it. I have just said it. You get a feeling about where the batter is going to go just by the batter or seeing the bowler coming up. He runs in. He's had his little bit of a look. He decides he's going to use his feet, and I mean that's the best place to hit it.
Yeah, glorious shot, and once again, De Beer showing here how he can make sure he adjusts to where the bowler is going to be bowling that ball. He did so well in the previous over. Yes, and that just explains really well what happens when you're not able to field effectively, and that's gone down to the mid-off boundary for 4, and really was not the greatest piece of fielding that you've ever seen. It was a poor delivery, it must be said. De Beer didn't quite get hold of it how he would have wanted, and the man just couldn't pick that ball up.
You got to bend those legs. You got to bend those long legs. Just clipped off his legs. No run there. But, I mean, I know it's pre-season and all, but you got to get down to pick up the ball. As the song goes, get down on it.
Yes, he needed to do that, most definitely. And Shami van Wyk, he's going to have something to say, hopefully, for the Vipers with the bat later on.
It's another clip. Here's a shot at the stumps.
Whoa.
Oh, Fritz is quick. Let me tell you, he is quick. He's sharp. This has surpassed the biggest score in the power play so far.
देखें, ऐसा ही कुछ स्टार्ट होना चाहिए हर टीम की तरफ से. इतना टाइम नहीं होता है आपके पास एडजस्ट होने में, तो जितना ही जल्दी हो उतना ही बैट्समैन को एडजस्ट करना चाहिए.
Oh, the big swing and the kitchen and the sink, microwave, everything were falling into that. That's a dot ball. That ends the power play 31 without loss. What a power play for the men in purple here.
Well, as you said, Eugene, the best power play that we've had so far in the tournament, coming in match number 6. And it will be the field now able to be spread far and wide. And are we going to see spin now potentially for the first time from the men in green? Have a look now at the man number 2 for the Victoria Vipers, Rana Imran. I haven't seen him before yet in the tournament, and he is a fast bowler. It's going to be steaming in towards us from the Taj 777 end.
आपको बताते चलें, जेम्स, राना इमरान बहुत ही अच्छे ऑलराउंडर हैं, बॉलिंग ऑलराउंडर हैं और अच्छी लाइन एंड लेंथ से बॉलिंग करते हैं. और ऐसा ही कुछ स्टार्ट देखने को हमें मिला कि डर्बनवेल की टीम की तरफ से, और सबसे अच्छा स्टार्ट है इस टूर्नामेंट का. और पावर प्ले में 31 रन्स आए हैं. राना इमरान, विक्टोरिया के सीमर. लो फुल टॉस और इजी सिंगल आया फील्डर की तरफ। दोनों बैट्समैन कुछ नया नहीं कर रहे हैं, अपना नेचुरल गेम खेल रहे हैं और ऐसा ही होना चाहिए कि आपको अर्ली ऑन से ही अटैकिंग करना चाहिए, बॉलर्स को अंडर प्रेशर में लेके आना चाहिए। ओवर की दूसरी बॉल, बहुत ही शानदार यॉर्कर राणा की तरफ से। और अगर आप इस लेंथ पे सारी बॉल फेंकेंगे तो आपको कोई नुकसान नहीं होगा। दूसरे बॉलर्स को भी सीखना होगा इनसे, सीनियर बॉलर हैं राणा इमरान। ये देखिए एक दफा फिर यॉर्क लेंथ पे बॉल किया राणा इमरान ने। और जैसा कि हम बात करें कि सीनियर बॉलर क्या टीम में अपना एक्सपीरियंस लेके आते हैं, तो ये अच्छी बात है। और बाकी यंगस्टर जैसे अकील अब्बास हैं, इनको थोड़ी सी सीख मिलनी चाहिए इनसे। एक दफा फिर क्रॉस बैट खेलने की कोशिश की और राणा इमरान अपनी लाइन नहीं छोड़ रहे हैं, एक ही लाइन से, और अच्छी उनको पता है एग्जैक्टली कहां पे बैट्समैन खेलेंगे। चौथा बॉल और चारों के चार बॉल उन्होंने यॉर्क लेंथ पे किए। एक दफा फिर यॉर्क ट्राई किया उन्होंने, लेकिन फुल टॉस हो गई सीधा फील्डर के पास, एक ही रन आएगा। बहुत ही अच्छा और समझदारी के साथ, इसी को बोलते हैं कि एक्सपीरियंस। सिर्फ आई थिंक बैट्समैन को पता था कि ये दोबारा इसे ही यॉर्क ट्राई करेंगे, लेकिन फुल टॉस होगी राणा की तरफ से और कामयाब हुए हिट लगाने में। अच्छा फिनिश नहीं कर सके राणा इमरान। ऐसे होता है जब आप 4 बॉल अच्छी कर लें तो एक बॉल खराब हो ही जाता है, कि आप कुछ नया करने की कोशिश करते हैं तो फिर एक बॉल खराब हो ही जाता है बीच में। 4 ओवर के समाप्त पे 41 रन डायनामोस की तरफ से। जॉन अपना दूसरा ओवर करने के लिए आए हैं और चेंज ऑफ पेस लेके आते हैं। पहले ओवर में भी देखा कि चेंज ऑफ पेस किया था, कुछ स्लो बॉल फेंकी थी, और दूसरा ओवर भी स्टार्ट किया स्लो के साथ। बहुत ही अच्छा से बॉल किया और अच्छे से खेला भी है सामने से। शानदार बैटिंग करते हुए डायनामोस के बैट्समैन बीर एंड रोबन, अच्छी पार्टनरशिप हो रही है इनकी, अच्छे रन रेट से स्कोर कर रहे हैं। अगर आप इस टूर्नामेंट में एवरेज स्कोर देखें तो पहली इनिंग का एवरेज स्कोर है 83-85। बहुत ही अच्छी बॉल वाइड ऑफ यॉर्क, बहुत ही अच्छी बॉल जॉन की तरफ से। देखें, आपको पेस आपकी चेंज करनी होगी. एक ही पेस से आप बॉल करेंगे तो आपको नुकसान होगा. देखें क्या बॉल करेंगे अभी. Oh, what a great shot! और बहुत ही अच्छी फील्डिंग शामी की तरफ से. बहुत ही शानदार जहानादार फील्डिंग करते हुए शामी, और अपनी टीम के लिए 3 रन बचाए हैं इन्होंने. बहुत ही जानेदार फील्डिंग शामी की तरफ से. और एक दफा फिर स्विंग किया रोबन की तरफ से. एक दफा फिर स्विंग क्रॉस बैट, और एक बार फिर जॉन ने अच्छी बॉलिंग की. बहुत ही अच्छा ओवर जॉन की तरफ से. कोई भी बाउंड्री अभी तक नहीं आई इस ओवर में. देखें क्या फिनिश करते हैं. एक दफा फिर शॉट खेलने की कोशिश, और सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में. ओह, डायरेक्ट हिट. और ये था ओवर नंबर 5, और हम यहाँ पे लेंगे थोड़ा सा ब्रेक. गोल्फ टिकर स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का. जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी. अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ. ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड and authorized lottery draw from UAE. आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं. जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल. अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ. गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियंस माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है. आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में. बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए. अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ.
Next match here of the TARS 777 presents the TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Carsley Animal. It's the match between Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777. They're up against the Saints, the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricketer Trust of India. That's happening tomorrow. But for now, this match is finely poised. 46 without loss. The team in purple there, the Dynamos. I just feel they got the slight edge here, but still lots to come. We saw a good 5 balls bowled here by Rana the previous over, and then the final ball going for 6. Some of the men there from Kryfontein still here, enjoying the game here. But James King, it's going the way we thought and seen for over a number of innings, not just days here.
Yes, they are in that ballpark of between, say, 40 and 45 with the first 5 overs.
It's well bowled. Rana just saying, I think it hit his foot first, but umpire slow poison want nothing to do with that. But there's still some big hitters, some ball heaters, as I call them, still to come here. Men with muscle bursting the shirts out here. I tell you, they can hit the ball to all parts.
All part of this purple people eaters here.
The people eaters, the PPs as we called.
देखें, जैसा कि मैंने बोला था पहले ही, राना सोहेल बहुत ही अच्छी लाइन लेंथ के साथ बॉल करते हैं और स्पेशली योक लेंथ पे. तो इनको खेलने के लिए आपको शॉट बनाना पड़ेगी. देखें, पहली 2 बॉल में इन्होंने योक लेंथ पे बॉल किया है और अच्छी अपील भी थी उनकी तरफ से.
Yeah, they got a change of coach here. Sean Ackerman, he's the man leading the troops here. He's looking intense. That's picked up there by the big Fritz de Beer. It's just going to be one, though. Excellent work. It looks like Collison out there.
Yeah, good work in the deep, coming around from its position at mid-off. Sorry, at long on, should I say. And coming around to field that, it did very well. Senecal on strike.
He's still looking to square for me. He's looking to square. If he hits that straight, he's got immense power. And he's got timing to boot as well, to hit that ball straight over Rana's head, straight over the cameras there at TAR 777. He's just looking a little bit too square for me.
Yeah, I think his whole setup, Eugene, is very square. He's got an open stance. He's looking leg side almost before the ball's even bowled.
Now Rana obliges by bowling one in that area where he wants to go, and it's just going to be one. They've done well here.
देखिए, यूजीन इतना इजी नहीं है राना इमरान को खेलना, क्योंकि जिस लाइन से लेंथ से ये बॉल कर रहे हैं, इतना इजी नहीं है बैट्समैन के लिए शॉट बनाना.
Interesting position there for shotgun Harrison.
That is, yeah. Oh dear.
You shouldn't go there. Oh, it's going to be one bounce to the fielder. They're doing well here, the green machine.
Well, they certainly have restricted the men in purple. That just the 5 off that over, I think it was 4 off that over. And 6 overs gone. They've just gone to 50.
50 coming in the 6th over. And look at that bottom left. How often do we see that? No extras whatsoever. Not even a leg by.
Really good discipline from the men in green. Bowling here at the Durbanville Dynamos. And at the moment, they've also conceded 10 dots, it is. And Shami van Wyk, who's going to be coming in to bowl.
That's coming right over.
Yeah, this is Kasif's man. This is the man Kasif was talking about earlier off air. He said this man, if he gets his line and length, he's the man. He made up for that misfield that went for 4 earlier. What a magnificent one-handed stop, diving away to his left early on.
Oh, it's fabulous from the big man. And now he's going to have his job to do with the ball. And he's going to be wanting to do it with the bat later as well.
Exactly, James. Shami.
I hope he doesn't bowl it like that there with some loft there. He's a seamer of note. He's going to try and get it in.
और जैसा कि मैंने आपको बोला था कि यंग शामी है और अच्छी पेस के साथ बॉल करते हैं.
There we go. First extra of the innings. Just right down the leg side there, and he was trying to just turn that one around the corner was De Beer.
I'm sure you wouldn't appeal for that. I mean, if you put 3 more stumps there on the leg side of those other stumps we have there, it's still not pitching in line.
इनका रन अप देखिए आप.
That is gone high in the air. The man from third man is running.
Oh.
It has landed in that position called no man's land. That finds that spot more often than not.
Yeah, and they managed to get through for 2. And that one was a little bit shorter. Ruben Senecal, he's looking for anything that is short of a length that he can perhaps pummel over the leg side.
He's only got one spoke in mind for his wagon wheel, and that should be going to the leg side. That's all he's interested in here.
देखें, जैसा कि मैंने बोला, यूजीन अच्छा रनअप है इनका, लॉन्ग रनअप है शामी का, और अच्छी पेस के साथ बॉल करते हैं और समझदारी के साथ इनको खेलना होगा.
That's up in the air. It's going to be a bus underneath it. Calmly taken. And that's the end of Ruben Senecal. He's got to go for 25.
Yeah, and Abbas takes a reasonably comfortable catch here at long on. And it was always coming. This just swings once again, just gets the bottom of the bat, goes up high in the air. And Abbas settles himself perfectly underneath the catch. Never looked like he was going to miss it.
आप सेलिब्रेशन के से अंदाज़ा लगा सकते हैं कि वो कितने खुश हैं और उनको पता है एग्जैक्टली कहाँ पे बॉल कर रहे हैं वो और सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में और उनके बॉलिंग पार्टनर अकील अब्बास के हाथों में. Easy catch.
Sean Stratham, he's a new man coming into the attack, or coming in to face the music, I should say, for the Dynamo, sponsored by JSK1. He certainly packs a punch. He's a man that was also up there. I think he was the batter of the tournament in terms of runs scored as well.
Practicing his shots as he's walking to the crease, and he's not giving anybody any doubt about what he's got in mind.
I mean, have you looked at those arms? I mean, you don't nudge balls around the corner with those arms.
Oh, you're right. It's got certainly the power game very, very important in these shortened format of the game, and T10 is the shortest format of the game.
Yeah, that it is, and where they're going to look to go. Smiles around. There he is, John Stratham, here to open his account here. This is his first match, and I think it was in the final. I think it was play of the final. I think it was last time out. This tournament was here, and yeah, he's a man that packs a punch. How is he going to be playing? Accustomed or unaccustomed to this, probably role, coming in at 3 with the field a little bit spread.
देखें कि आप सोच रहे होंगे कि मैं बायसली बात कर रहा हूं, लेकिन हमें यहाँ पे अप्रिशिएट करना चाहिए विक्टोरिया के बॉलर्स को, जैसा कि राना इमरान ने कमबैक किया और उन्होंने अच्छी बॉलिंग की और शामी.
Oh, that's going to go for 4. That's going to go for 4. Hands up, waiting, just giving it a wave to say sorry for that. But that taxi went past him like a flash.
He plays this beautifully and just gives the full face of the blade of the bat and down through the man, literally through the man at extra cover down to the boundary for 4.
4 runs. All of a sudden, this over's gone for 6. Actually 7 if you count the leg by. Down the leg side now. Sammy decides he's going to go straighter that time. Oh, not tidy enough, and they're going to come back for 2 more. And now we see a little bit in ill discipline from the fielders now, from the Vipers.
And that does make a difference. Leaves Stratham on strike. I think what you'll be happy to see there, Eugene, is that first shot through the offside was just played with a beautiful straight bat, and they're now just waiting for the second one onto his pads and get through for 2.
He shouldn't have been on strike. Now then, this makes it even more big. This ball. Oh, that is carved there. The big man gets down. They're going to come back for 2, are they? No, they're not. It's very difficult there, Tian. It's very difficult out here for them.
देखें, एक बाउंड्री ने पूरा ओवर ही चेंज कर दिया. बहुत ही अच्छा ओवर कर रहे थे शामी, लेकिन कुछ फंबल हुए इस ओवर में और
I'm yet to see. I've done a little bit of homework, folks. I've done a little bit of homework, and I've looked at this, and it just doesn't seem to get away. As we look at that, the league standings at the minute, the Blasters, they're on top there with 4 points. And the team there at the bottom, the team in purple there, the Dynamos, they're looking to get a win as well.
Yeah, those Vipers are right at the top there, nipping at the heels of the Blasters with that exceptional net run rate from their first match. And we're going to have Robin Creel coming back for his second over, the left armour. interesting, Eugene, that they haven't used spin at all.
Literally took the words straight out of my mouth, the Cape Fox. I was just about to ask you, we haven't seen spin. They're sticking to their tried and tested seamers here. Are they going to bowl cutters? I think they're going to have to.
Yeah, 60 for 1. It's going to take some really good hitting in these last 3 overs.
Bowled him! That's why they're sticking to their seamers. And that hits the top of off, and another cross the line shot there from a Dynamos batter.
यूजिन आप अगर आपके सीमर जितनी अच्छी बॉलिंग आपको करके दे रहे हैं तो स्पिनर की जरूरत नहीं है.
Yeah, that one just hitting the top of middle. Really good delivery. Probably not quite short enough to play that shot. And he perishes. There's Jean straight up, the big hitting man. And there'll be a new batter coming out to the crease now. Leon Leroux, it's going to be for the men in purple, the Dynamos.
And the captain still finds himself out there as well. I mean, you still got time to just bunt the ball down for 1 just to assess the pace, assess where you want to go. Look at where you want to go. There's these numbers. His strike rate is impressive at 118. Needs to go up a little bit. He scored 13 runs in his first outing. They've got to be careful here, the Dynamos. They really have to be careful here. It just feels like they're drifting a little bit away from their momentum that they sort of gained again in that middle period. There only 29 runs scored. It's sort of been there and thereabouts that we've seen in this tournament. The acceleration just isn't there that we've seen throughout the innings from all the matches, especially during that middle phase.
Yeah, that critical overs 4 to 7. The averages have been in or around the 30-run mark, not batting at more than 7.5 and over in that period. So more often than not, the batting sides are tending to just stutter a little bit in that middle section.
And teams are applying the brakes so much, a fielding team as such, during that period of time as well. Might not get the wickets. Not necessarily by getting wickets, just by bowling dot balls. And for me, the dot balls doesn't come from an actual good ball as such. It comes from the batters actually looking for the boundary balls.
Yeah, I think that is what we've seen is that you're trying to hit the ball out of the ground. If you're not making any contact, which is happening quite a lot in this competition, then you're conceding those dot balls. You're not being able to push the run rate up, or at least keep turning that strike over, keep making it more difficult for the bowling side, for the bowler, especially if you've got a left-hand, right-hand combination. Make sure that you're keeping the scoreboard ticking over if you're not hitting the boundary shots.
Big shot! Huge hit! Fritz de Beer, the captain, he's still there.
Oh, it's an absolute beauty. He picks that one up, picks it up on length, and he just plays it into that leg side.
On length?
Beautiful shot.
On length, in the arc. It's got to go out the park, mate. That was just there to be hit.
ये इनके कैप्टन का ये इनके कैप्टन का एरिया है. अगर उनके एरिया में आप देंगे तो वो छोड़ेंगे नहीं बॉल को. और उनके आंख में उन्होंने बॉल किया. रॉबन क्राल ने अच्छा ओवर के स्टार्ट किया था उन्होंने.
Oh, that's up in the air. Abbas once again. He's got safe hands, and now the captain, he's got to go, Fritz de Beer, for 33.
Yeah, just trying once again to get that 6 ball, and he's not able to do that. Just gets the top edge, top half of the bat, and just goes up in the air. Perhaps not quite as short as he expected it to be, and those safe hands of Akil Abbas make sure that the wicket is taken.
क्लियरली आप देख सकते हैं कि उन्होंने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि शॉर्ट पिच बॉल आएगा. दोबारा एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे कि बॉल होगा, फुल बॉल होगा, लेकिन इस मर्तबा कामयाब नहीं हो सके शॉर्ट खेलने में, और सीधा आबास के हाथ में.
Daniel Latakhan making his way to the middle. Man with the number 20. He's a tall man. He's going to have to be bowling some spin. The Vipers, they stick into their tried and tested here. The Seamers, they are well and truly on top here now. Bringing the purple team, the Dynamos, back a bit.
Yeah, Lotteran not having batted yet in the tournament. It's his first match. Also left-handed batter, so still a left-hand, right-hand combination. Creel, the left arm over bowler, getting some reward in that over after having been hit for that 6. He manages to come back really well.
I wish I could tell you that this game can go differently from what we've seen. It's just not giving me that. It's just telling me what I've seen over the last 2-3 days. He's still staying the same here. Our teams are not just learning.
2 wickets in the over for Creel. Has conceded 7 runs.
Dot ball, and he's come back nicely after being punished for 6. Keeper having a quiet word there, smiling away. And yeah, you say this is T10 cricket, it's just for fun and games. I tell you, those men out there, it's more than just fun and games.
This is serious business for these 2 teams. The Dynamos looking to get themselves on the board here.
That is it, pass back with a point. Here's Collison again. He's a good fielder, hence he's on the boundary all the time. Excellent running. They come back for 2. Takes the score now to 69 for 3.
So 9 off that over, even with the 2 wickets. As we look at the sponsors and the scorecard there, so that very good 33 off just 18 balls from Fritz de Beer and 25 off 23 from Ruben Senekal. But now you have 2 batters that are new at the crease. And just to reiterate there, the sponsors that we have, so the 8 team sponsors at the bottom, and then the umpire sponsor Golf Ticket, and this competition powered by Wolf 777.
It's going to be looking like a bus to come back here. The left arm seamer, he bowled the first over of the innings. He's going to be bowling that all-important 9th over here. Oh, where are they going to go here, James? Where are they heading here?
Well, they are going to need to put the accelerator on a little bit. The left armer, Akil Abbas.
Some conference out there. Let me tell you, everybody got a word in there. I hope the bowler had his word.
Well, maybe he was just taking the instructions. You never know.
Will never happen in my day. Ball's in my hand.
कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन की ज़रूरत नहीं है अकील अब्बास को. बहुत ही अच्छे बॉलर हैं लेफ्टी अकील अब्बास, विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के बॉलर. कुछ अच्छा ओवर नहीं गया था पहला इनका.
Powerfully hit down the ground. Collison again with the field. Bops up there nicely. And where is the acceleration going to come from here? Both these men only conceded 4 balls between them, or faced 4 balls between them.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to see if the Vipers are sticking to their plans, which has been to bowl full and also to bowl straight. It's going to be very difficult to see how the men in purple are going to be able to get that ball up and over the boundary for the 6s that they're looking for.
That ball is coming downtown, and it's Sammy again. Sammy is in the game once again. Takes the catch. He might have misfielded the first ball that came to him, but since then he has been on the mark, and that's the 4th wicket gone for the Dynamos.
Just tries to play it on the up, and he just gets the bottom of the bat. He doesn't get all of it, and that's really well taken by Shami. He didn't have to move, just came straight to him. Just fingers pointed upwards, and he takes it well in front of his face, and that is the next wicket. That's the 4th wicket that goes down for the Dynamos. And Lawrence Smith coming to the crease now. Another left-handed batter.
जैसा कि मैंने बताया आपको कि अब्बास को कोई बताने की कुछ ज़रूरत नहीं है. उनको एग्जैक्टली पता है कि मैंने कहाँ पे बॉल करना है, और बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट ओवर करने के लिए आए हैं. 9th ओवर इनिंग का, और बहुत ही अच्छी बॉलिंग, और सीधा और बहुत खूबसूरत कैच था, सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में था, शामी के.
This just seems to be following the same train we've seen or should we say the same red bus that we see pass us by every bus stop we sit at. It's just the same color, the same size, the same shape. It is just the same all over again here.
Yeah, they've just gone from having a really good power play, 31 without loss, then just stuttered in that middle section, and now they're under pressure, losing wickets at regular intervals. And this is very much the nature of the game as we've been seeing it over the past couple of days. It's now Lawrence Smith on strike. Akil Abbas, the left arm over bowl. He's taken a couple of good catches. He's now got a wicket. It's working for him today.
Straight for the Yorker as well. Sammy needs to get his skates on. I think he thought the captain there, Mahmood, was going to get that there from extra cover. No harm done. They got through for one.
जितना अच्छा इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था डायनामोस की तरफ से उतना देखें मिडिल के ओवर में कुछ क्वाइट नज़र आ रहे हैं, और विकेट्स भी जब आपकी विकेट गिर रही होती हैं तो आपको फिर पता नहीं होता है कि किस बॉलर को कहाँ पे खेलें और क्या अभी ये अच्छा फिनिश कर सकते हैं.
Excellent stuff again from Akil Abbas, going full and wide there of LaRue. The dot balls is adding up here.
They are indeed, and bowling that really well, full outside the off stump of the right-hander. Just the 2 runs off the over and 2 balls left in this 9th over.
ऐसा ही ओवर और जा रहा ना बॉलिंग हमको दिखने को मिली है इस इनिंग में अकील की तरफ से.
Again, that's going to be clubbed here to Sammy. It's just one again.
एक दफा फिर शामी के हाथों में गेंद काफी बजी लग रहे हैं फील्ड पे.
What a brilliant over this has been by Akil Abbas. Just 3 off it with the wicket as well.
You had to say it, didn't you, Cape Fox? You just had to say it there. I mean, he's bowled a good over there. Three singles, a wicket, a dot. I mean, just let it be.
Yeah, we're going to see him hit a 6 now, aren't we? Yeah.
Lawrence just clubbing that. Here comes Collison once again. Oh, he's like lightning out there. Keeps it down to 1. We're going to head into the final over. 73, I think it is.
Yep, 73 for 4 after 9. And just not where they would have wanted to be after that start. Going to have to bowl well. If just see how many they can get off this last over.
Yeah, it's going to be bowled by Sammy as well. So no overs of spin whatsoever from the Vipers.
That's the first time we've seen that in this tournament. And they're just using the 5 bowlers as well. So they've bowled to their plan here, the Vipers. And there have been already 18 dots in the innings. So that is about on, or maybe a little bit less than normal. So there has been some making sure that they were getting singles off balls. They could get singles off, but there were a lot of shots played to try and hit the ball a lot further out of the ground, which didn't result in any runs at all.
Yeah, and they've really been taking their time with getting the field right and spot on here. So final over to be bowled by Sammy. Looks like he's going to be bowling to Lawrence Smith. How do you play this? Do you look for the big shot? Do you look for the gap to run to?
Oh.
Sort of looked like it was a cutter ball into the surface there a little bit.
Yeah, very well bowled. Your answer to the answer to your question is they're going to be looking for the big shots here, Eugene, in this over. It's the payback if you do get it over that boundary or through to the boundary for 4. It's certainly bigger than if you're getting a single or a 2, but it looks like he's going to be bowling a lot of cutters or slower deliveries.
Got a scratch to that. Oh, Sammy just Not sure what happened there, but all in all, just one run. And again, good stuff by the big man, good stuff by the Vipers here. Now, Leon Leroux, one reckon he's going to try and walk across here and see if he can lure buff this onto the onside.
देखें अगर आप पांचों बॉलर की बात करें तो बहुत अच्छे से और समझदारी से सभी ने बॉलिंग की है, स्पेशली राना इमरान, अकील की तरफ से और शामी भी.
It's going to go down to long on. Oh, the fielder did stop it.
ये क्या हुआ वहाँ पे?
The question is, why didn't he go for the catch?
राना इमरान थे फील्डर वहाँ पे.
I think he's just indicating he didn't pick it up, perhaps the fielder there, but they only go through for the single.
We'll tell Lazelle not to stand behind in line there because she's got a white sort of jacket on, probably came out to the white background there. So we'll tell Lazelle just to put on a purple top. That is flicked off the legs again. Looks like it's just going to be the one.
So this is, again, outstanding bowling from the men in green. Shami van Wyk. Might just as well be Mohammed Shami that's bowling out there. He's kept it so economical. Fantastic
Indeed,
stuff.
James.
You've done it again, James. You have done it again, but you've done it on ball 5 this time. Oh, dear, I feel sorry for you, Shami. Wherever this goes, I do feel sorry for you.
The Dynamos just getting 16 runs so far in the final 2 overs and 4 balls. They won 60 for 1 after 7 overs, 76 for 4.
That's beautifully clipped off the hip there by Leroux. They've got to run it because Collison, he just flicks it back. They come back for 2 as we're going to go to that all-important final delivery of this innings. What can they muster up here?
क्या अच्छा ओवर किया है शामी ने. आखिरी ओवर और इम्पोर्टेंट ओवर करने के लिए आए शामी वन विक और कोई भी बाउंड्री की बॉल नहीं इस ओवर में. काफी समझदारी के साथ ये ओवर किया है और इम्पोर्टेंट ओवर है ये 10th ओवर. और डायनामोस की तरफ से ट्राई कर रहे हैं.
Oh, they're going to go through for a bye. Oh, and that's going to take the score on 79 for 4, which means it is the Vipers. They're going to require 80 to win this encounter here in the Stars 777 presents Stars Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal match number 6. James, I mean, it's just been the same story from what we've seen. Good start. Again, the middle overs seem to be okay. Just 19 runs in the last 3 overs. There were 3 wickets that were lost there. That is the pivotal point that we're going to be looking at. No real acceleration to speak of whatsoever. But let's give kudos to the team in green there. The Victoria Vipers, they've kept it disciplined. They didn't worry about the power play. They knew they could bring it back with some really excellent bowling. Not 1 over of spin at all. They stuck to their steamers. Their skills were good. They bowled Yorkers and they bowled some pace cutters as well into the surface as well. And the fielding was excellent to boot.
Yes, it must be said that the Vipers put in a fantastic performance in the field there. They won the toss, elected to bowl first, and they bowled to their plans, as you were saying, Eugene. And the men from the Dynamos not able to accelerate or put any pressure onto the bowling team once we got through the power play. So once they had the fielders who were able to be put out onto the boundaries, they weren't able to accelerate that run rate, whether it was through singles or twos or boundaries were really at a premium.
Yeah, there we see the bowling card, but that's been excellent stuff. So we're going to let you enjoy the highlights package. If you're a Victoria Vipers fan, I think you will enjoy this more. Well done to them so far, but if you're only at the halfway stage, they're going to need 80. So enjoy the highlights.
Yes, I'm here with Jean Collison of the Victoria Vipers. And Jean, you're looking forward to the match today?
Yeah, definitely better weather than Monday, so we're all looking forward to that. Sun's out, so hopefully all guns blazing today.
You had a good start on Monday against the Knights. Looking for something similar today?
Yes, definitely. Momentum's on our side from Monday's game, so hopefully we carry it through to today's game as well.
Anything in particular that you're really looking for as a team today?
Just gelling well as a team and playing as a unit, that's about it.
Well, thank you very much, Jean. Look forward to seeing you out there. Have a good game. And we've got Darian Naidu here from the Durbanville Dynamos. Darian, another second game for you today. Didn't get over the line in the first one.
Yeah, it's a long tournament. You know, we trying to hit our strides. It's a long way to go. It's not defined by the first game, so we're going to try and build it up from here.
And anything specific that the team's working on for today?
Probably just sticking to our game plans, trying to execute. I think we didn't execute as well as we could have in the last one, but you know, we're trying to execute our plans that we have in place.
I wish you all the best for the match ahead.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
thanks. So that's it from the two players here ahead of the game today.
Here's the next match on show here in the TARS 777 present the TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Aslam between the Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777. They're going to be up against the Strandford Insane, sponsored by Cricketer Trust of India. It's another game to look forward to tomorrow morning, but for now we have got a game in our hands here. It is the Dynamos just getting, and I say just getting, 79 runs off their allotted 10 overs. With me, the Cape Fox, James King. Wow. I mean, we can talk long and hard about it, but we're probably going to sound like a stuck record, aren't we?
We are, indeed. It is not that easy out there. If you're going for the boundary shots, not always going to be able to play every single ball out of the park. And conceding, as they did, 19 dots over 3 overs that they didn't score runs off. Ones maybe that they did take. They weren't turning ones into twos. Very few twos in that innings as well. And that total of 79 for 4 really is something that we know they didn't defend 77 in the first game that they played. But they'll be putting all their faith in their bowlers to be able to deliver what they need to this time.
There's the league standings at the minute. The team from second from bottom there, just due to the run rate there, the Durbanville Dynamos, they would want to get off the mark here. And, I mean, just like anything, momentum is key. Just like winning, momentum it's just a culture. Just keeps on brewing and just keeps on going. And they can sort of ill afford. They're a very experienced group of men there. They're good cricketers in there. And they're going to call and search on every ounce of that skill, experience for them to get themselves over the line here. Because what the Vipers have shown us, they got batters that can have 1 or 2 looks at the ball, and then after that, they'll certainly give it a biff, as we see the umpire, umpire De Jong on the left, and Harrison on the right. They are sponsored by Golf Ticket. They're making their way out there to the middle. I don't think there was an appeal or anything out there, was there?
No, certainly in the first innings, nothing really that the umpires need to do, and they didn't even have to stretch their arms too much for sixes and for fours. No wides bowled in the entire innings. That
is crucial as well. Massive bonus for a team as well if you don't concede any wides. So it's Sammy van Wyk. He's going to be coming out to the middle there, as well as Fahad Khan, I think it is, number 16, also walking out to the middle. We saw Sammy, I think he's on that sort of boundaries list there. His name props up.
He had a good innings in that first match. Gene had a good innings in that first match that the Vipers played against the Knights, and they will no doubt be looking to him again to be able to get them towards this target.
Yeah, they just want to get a start, and how they start is probably going to be very important. But let me tell you, these Dynamos bowlers, they got bowlers here, and I'm talking about seam bowlers that really hit the pitch hard, and they get that sort of extra bounce out of this pitch. What they also have is that man, Bradley Peterson. He's the spinner as well, and he was the bowler of the tournament last time out, so he is also in the side. We haven't seen any spinners yet, and look at that strike rate, 200 plus VAT. Look at that there, and I think that's what they want to see out. He's not out, so Jensie hasn't had an average yet, 39. So everything he gets here is bonus.
And he was the man who took the Vipers to that victory in the first game. And with him, you can see there, Fahad Khan also getting a good score in that first match against the Knights. So good strike rates, good number of runs scored, all to play for the Vipers.
Fahad Khan makes Sammy looks pedestrian with his strike rate, let me tell you. Now then, Simon Schultz. He bowls a heavy ball. What's the field? The field is third man out. The field is a sweeper out. For the rest of them, they're in the ring. Sun's out here. And that is hit firmly to middle. I've queued that up nicely.
You did, yeah. Lovely. That was played very firmly. Full toss, first up, trying to bowl, which is understandably to the field that he set. He's going to be bowling it outside the line of off stump, trying to bowl it full. Looks like.
Oh, smoked. Absolutely smoked. I think he went on the width that was on offer. And Van Wyk has smashed that.
Yeah, looking at this again, the width was there. And he just absolutely caned it through the offside.
I mean, I had a look at his grip there. It's all bottom hand. I mean, look at that bottom hand around that bat.
He's given Schultz something to think about. How's he going to respond?
Oh, mate, that was the first time. I mean, the first one was a good shot. You're expecting the bowler to just tighten his lines a little bit for the second ball there, but you got to keep your shape. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah. It's a free hit coming here, folks.
Good call there by umpire Jacob Slow Poison de Jong.
Oh, dear. I mean, you're going to face your first ball of the innings, right? Fahad Khan, he's going to face his first ball of the innings, and your first ball is a free hit. I mean, you just got to hope he doesn't swing out his back here, because certainly you'll have a big swing at this.
No doubt he will indeed do that, Fahad Khan. He's got that strike rate to show that he can certainly swing the blade.
Oh, if this goes over the boundary, he's got a strike rate of 600, folks. Oh, Schultz, that's excellent skills there, full Yorker.
Yeah, he did the job that he needed to do on that free hit. It's always a problem for a bowler when you bowl a no ball. You got to really follow it up with something that is outstanding.
They're going to come through for one here, and I think hitting that back of a length area there, Schultz, and that's going to bring Van Wyk on strike again. Not sure what he's going to chat to his mate here about. I'm just going to say, listen, can I swing again, or do you want me to see the second over? What do you reckon? Am I allowed to go? I mean, you got a license, Sam. Do what you want.
Yeah, he certainly, from his first couple of deliveries, he's not going to leave us dying wanting.
Oh, beautifully played. He's got the power to hit the ball over extra cover, but he also has the power and the knowledge and the know-how just to guide that down to third man.
Lovely shot. Let's look at that again. It's just slightly short of a length, and he just opens the blade between those two fielders there, and the outfield has definitely sped up quite a bit over the course of the day.
Just looking at that number 13 stepping on the boundary markers there and just going over his ankles slightly there. We hope he is okay. He's on his haunches there, and he's now on his feet. The big man.
It's Willem Meintjes, yeah.
Oh, he's walking okay.
Yeah. Yeah, tall very tall fellow, Willem Meintjes. We're expected to see him bowling. So, Shami van Wyk just taking his guard again. How is Schultz going to finish this over? He's gone for 11 already.
Oh, he's moved third man down now. Van Schultz. Oh, that's up in the air. Oh, that ball is long and high. It's going to be caught, and that's a danger man. Shami, he's got to go. And Schultz, I should say, not Wilhelm Schultz, but Simon Schultz takes the wicket.
Yeah, he's exactly what the purple men would have been looking for. Just doesn't get all of it at all. Just hits it up in the air. It was maybe a slightly slower delivery from Schultz, but easily taken in the field. And the first wicket goes down for the men from the Vipers.
Okay, folks, I've been with you for so many times, watching a lot of cricket, not just T10, T20 cricket, etc., etc. That's why I said when he was on strike, I said, how's he going to play this? He's done the hard work. He's done the hard work in the over. And still, the modern-day cricketers, they just think, now every ball needs to go out the park. And sometimes you just need to just reel yourself in, take a deep breath, and play accordingly, as we see Bayumi coming out to the crease. Or am I missing the boat here? Am I a little bit too maybe negative, or am I reeling in them a little bit too much? I just feel the hard work was done, the 11 off the over.
No, Eugene, I think you're 100% right. It's not about playing every shot to whatever the ball is. It's about understanding the game position. You're 11 off the first over. You've got one ball left to come, and you've played well so far in the over. That ball wasn't there to be hit like that. So it's around playing the ball on its merits. If it's there to hit, hit it by all means. But don't try and manufacture something that isn't there.
Jody Lawrence into the attack, yeah. He would want to have a better showing as what he did the last time out, and I'm sure he's wanting that as well. He's a man that thrives on his performance. He prides his performance as well. He's going to be bowling it to Fahad Khan. That's down the leg side. That's down the leg side, Jody. No, he's calling for a physio or something. He's not calling for anything else.
Yeah, that one angling down the leg side, and it hit him outside the line of the leg stump, I think. So no price in terms of an LBW decision.
I mean, what the appeal is there for? That appeal is just to stop the batter from trying to run. That's what that appeal is for. But anyway, 68 needed from 53 deliveries. That's going to bring Ahmed Bayumi. He's going to come on strike here. The rate required is just a tick under rate.
So they started off well with that first over, losing the wicket. Perhaps not exactly what they would have had in mind. But can they go well in this second over as well? Establish a platform from which they can then approach and get this 80 they need to win.
Feet in the toilet?
That was a sighter, that's all. Just a sighter.
Don't even start that sort of nonsense with me, Cape Fox. I mean, really now, come and talk about just a loosener and a sighter and all that type of nonsense. I mean, the game is into its second over.
It looks like he's wanting to hit the long ball, Ahmed Bayumi.
Oh. Hand goes up. Hand goes up straight away. Bayumi was out of his crease. He's sort of batting. He looks like he's batting on off stump and still advances down. Jody Lawrence there. He's a fast bowler. He doesn't want to be charged.
No, he certainly wouldn't want that to happen. And just a bit of a friendly reminder to the batter not to do that next time.
Tell you what, we'll get our views after this over from Kashif. He's another man. He will tell us what his view potentially was on that. But the rate required is exactly the rate they're currently going at.
Oh. Yeah, once again, just flaying the bat outside the off stump at that ball, a bleak bat.
I'm just going to call it here because what I'm saying is guys are not learning. They're not watching what the other team's doing and not learning about, guys, let's just get the scoreboard moving further forward. That's another dot. So this started with a leg by. Then it was a dot, dot, dot. 2 balls to go this over.
Oh, that's another dot. And Lawrence, yeah, nothing off the bat in this over. It's been carbon copy. Every single one of the 4 shots have been a carbon copy of the other. And he just continues to bowl that short of a length line outside the off stump.
I'm glad there's no cameras on us here, I tell you, because, I mean, really now, I mean, the expressions here. I mean, we're 1 ball away from a maiden over, albeit that there was a leg by off the first. It's just going to be a single, but that over goes to the Dynamos. What an over by Jody Lawrence.
Yeah, it's exactly what you would want for the Dynamos there after you've conceded in that first over. You've conceded 11 in the first over. I know you got the wicket, but exactly what you want from your bowlers. Make sure that you're keeping it tight, you're not conceding the runs. And now, a little bit on the back foot. The momentum now is shifting to the Dynamos.
Very much so, and look at that. Their first over might have gone for 11, but the second has only gone for 1. That was off the bat. They got a leg by as well, so that takes the score to 13. It's going to be Darren Naidu. He's going to come from the TARS 777N, and now joining us is Kasif. And this game sort of ebbs and flows from 1 over to the next, isn't it? And 1 over you think you're on top, the next over you're under the pump.
Yeah, Eugene, it's all happening here. पहले ओवर में अच्छा स्टार्ट विक्टोरिया की तरफ से, दूसरे ही ओवर में अच्छा स्टार्ट डायनामोस की तरफ से.
Darren is another seamer. He sort of labors up, but he certainly gets the ball down. That's another dot. How many dots has Bayumi faced on his own here? I mean, he's 1 of 6 now.
Yeah, that's right. Just 5 dots so far for him. Having a go at that one as well down the leg side. That one again, he just can't get it away. Just inside edges it onto the pad, or onto his leg, should I say. That must have hurt him. Onto the pad. Just can't play that one. Wait.
I think you should just get off strike. I think get 1, get off strike, give a little bit of confidence. Now you're 1 of 7. You're under the pressure now to hit the boundary. You're not going to hit bowlers that hit the pitch like this for boundaries.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he does now. He does what you said he should have done. Just get himself off strike. He needs to stand on his bat for a little while at the bowler's end and just calm himself down a bit. I know in the power play you want to make sure you're maximising the boundaries that you're hitting, but not hitting anything is not going to help you.
Who should calm down, me or Bayumi?
Probably both. Fahad Khan also needs to calm down.
दोनों ही बैट्समैन ट्राई कर रहे हैं, कोशिश कर रहे हैं हिटिंग की, लेकिन उनको ये देखना होगा कि बॉलर्स किस लाइन से बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं.
2 balls left. What's Fahad Khan going to do?
It's up in the air. It's just going to elude the fielder. Bradley Peterson is just going to be 2 that they still can't hit the boundary, even though they're trying. their utmost here to try and get a boundary. Rate has gone above 9.
Yeah, it's really good bowling here from Naidu again in this over, following up what Lawrence did in the previous over. He's just been hitting his line and length, and he's making sure the batters have to do something different to get any score.
That is the end of the power play, and that is a very, very good power play. If you're a Dynamos supporter out there, 16 for 1. That is a difference of 15 compared to where the Dynamos were. Remember that, folks, and they had a very good power play. Now, the Vipers are going to be under the pump here, as that is Shotgun Harrison. He indicates that it's going to be the end of the power play period, and for the next couple of overs, we leave in the capable hands here of Kashif.
थैंक्स यूजिन. देखें, बहुत ही स्लो स्टार्ट है इनकी तरफ से, विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की तरफ से. पहले ओवर में अच्छा स्टार्ट लिया था शामी वनवे की तरफ से. ऐसा लग रहा था कि जल्द ही मैच को ख़त्म करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, लेकिन जल्द ही आउट होके पवेलियन की तरफ वापस. और अभी अहमद बियूमी नए बॉलर आए हैं अभी, ब्रैडली पीटरसन. पहली दफा स्पिन देखने को मिलेगी इसमें. एक दफा फिर अहमद ट्राई कर रहे हैं हिट लगाने की, लेकिन कामयाब नहीं हो रहे हैं. एक दफा फिर बहुत ही अच्छी बॉल पीटरसन की तरफ से. अहमद कोशिश कर रहे हैं हिट लगाने की, लेकिन बहुत डॉट बॉल उन्होंने खेल ली है, और जब आप डॉट बॉल खेलेंगे तो प्रेशर आएगा. और ऐसा लग रहा है कि दोनों बैट्समैन सीख नहीं रहे हैं. डॉट खेली जा रहे हैं दोनों बैट्समैन. एक मरतबा फिर कदमों का इस्तेमाल फहद खान की तरफ से, लेकिन डॉट बॉल होगा. वंस अगेन बहुत ही अच्छा ओवर ब्रैडली पीटरसन की तरफ से. पहली दफा इस मैच में हमने स्पिन देख रहे हैं. एक मरतबा फिर कदमों का इस्तेमाल फहद खान की तरफ से, और मिस किया बाय फॉ, और कीपर की जानिब से भी मिस हुआ स्टंप. आप देखिए कितना आगे आए थे विकेट के. एक दफा फिर शॉट मारने पे गए हैं फहद, लेकिन कामयाब नहीं हो सके. आई थिंक बाय का इशारा अंपायर की तरफ से, और बहुत ही खूबसूरत और अच्छा ओवर जॉन पीटरसन की तरफ से. काफी खास पावर प्ले नहीं गया है, सिर्फ 16 रन आए पावर प्ले में. बहुत ही लो पावर प्ले था इस टूर्नामेंट का विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की तरफ से. 4 ओवर के बाद 18 रन हैं बोर्ड के ऊपर विक्टोरिया की तरफ से, और रन रेट ऊपर जाता हुआ 10.33 में. बहुत ही जानदार बॉलिंग का मुजाहरा डायनामोस की तरफ से. चारों बॉलर ने अच्छी बॉलिंग की है. डॉट्स ऑलरेडी इस इनिंग्स में. क्या कर रहे हैं विक्टोरिया के बैट्समैन. फहद खान एक मरतबा फिर ट्राई करते हुए, लेकिन इतनी इजी बाउंड्री नहीं आएंगी यहाँ पे. बैट्समैन को देखना होगा कहाँ पे गैप्स हैं, गैप्स निकालने पड़ेंगे, स्ट्राइक रोटेट करना होगा. क्योंकि जितना डॉट्स बॉल खेलेंगे इतना ही प्रेशर आएगा बैट्समैन के ऊपर। एक मरतबा फिर बहुत ही अच्छी लाइन योक लेंथ पे विलियम की तरफ से। नए बॉलर हैं डायनामोस के, टॉल बॉलर हैं, टॉल। अच्छी लाइन पे बॉलिंग फेंक रहे हैं योक लेंथ पे। और एक मरतबा फिर बहुत ही अच्छी बॉल विलियम की तरफ से। फहद खान ट्राई कर रहे हैं हिटिंग की, लेकिन कामयाब नहीं हो पा रहे दोनों बैट्समैन की तरफ से। अहमद की अभी देखें डॉट बॉल्स काफी हो चुकी हैं इस इनिंग्स में। क्या कर रहे हैं अहमद? वंस अगेन अच्छी लाइन पे बॉल विलियम की तरफ से। और अहमद पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं। सरप्राइज है कि अहमद बियोमी अच्छे बैट्समैन हैं, अच्छे ऑलराउंडर हैं। लो फुल टॉस विलियम की तरफ से, सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में। एक ही रन आएगा। बहुत ही अच्छी लाइन के साथ, लेंथ के साथ विलियम बॉल करते हुए। टॉल बॉलर हैं डायनामोस के। और आप देखें कि बॉल्स खेली हैं फहद ने अभी तक 12 बॉल्स पे 5 रन। अहमद की तरफ से 13 बॉल्स पे 5 रन। वाओ। और एक दफा फिर डॉट बॉल। बहुत ही खूबसूरती से ये ओवर खत्म किया। और ये अभी यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ब्रेक लेंगे। आई थिंक ब्रेक लेना होगी। गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट।
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी golfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, golfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का golfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स। और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि golfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए golfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
A shining light as we're going to see this ball here from Bradley Peterson. In their previous encounter, in the previous encounter, they did manage to score 60 off about 5 overs. And that was the first 5 overs. So they've got to do it in the last 5 overs today. So there is a little bit of a shining light there for them. Can they do it?
Oh, wait until this delivery's over.
Go, Lodi,
That's in the air,
Yeah.
just eludes the man running back to take the catch. Just went virtually straight up and landed once again in no man's land. But it's going to take something exceptional from them in these particular 5 overs to get that 60 that they need virtually to win.
Bowl them! Bayumi, he has to go. 6 or 15 deliveries. And that's another dot ball to add it. I think it was 19 dot balls in the first 5 overs. That was 3 overs and 1 ball of dots.
Yeah, good delivery. It just doesn't get anything on it. Really, it just gets the bottom of the bat on it, plays it onto his stumps. And that ends what has been really an innings that has stuttered along and caused them to be right behind the 8 ball here.
Rana making his way now. I have seen this man bat on a couple of occasions. He doesn't leave you wondering. He just smashes this thing. I mean that bat is well oiled. It might not have as much meat on what we see, but Rana Imran, he can smash the ball to all parts. I mean, he just gets his hands through. If he can do it here with the bowlers and the skill levels of the Dynamos, we will soon find out. But they need something.
देखें अगर तो विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स को ये मैच जीतना है तो राना इमरान का स्टैंड होना बहुत ज़रूरी है अगर इनको ये मैच जीतना है और अब देखें कि जैसे कि पहले बैट्समैन का क्या अप्रोच था और अभी देखेंगे कि राना का क्या अप्रोच होगा इस बॉलिंग लाइनअप के आगे
Well, there he is, bat in hand. Rana facing up his first ball here from Bradley Peterson. Look at that for figures there. Oh, he might be a danger man, but Bradley Peterson shows he's a little bit, a tad bit more dangerous with ball in hand. He's got to go first up, and another man on a hat-trick.
Well, you can't even script this, can you? That one just goes straight on with the arm, tries to play for whatever spin there might have been there, and just gets castled.
Too early, I say, Eugene?
Well, what was I too early on about now? I mean, I have seen him hit the ball to all parts. It just didn't happen today. And it just is not happening here for the Vipers whatsoever. As Collison, the man with the number 13 on his back, he's now walking into the Dynamos' den here.
Indeed, he is going to be facing the hat-trick ball from Bradley Peterson. It's been some outstanding bowling from him, 2 for 3. And he has got just 2 balls left in his 2-over spell. And we've seen already 1 hat-trick in this competition. In fact, we've seen 4 wickets and 4 balls. We've seen a couple of other players on hat-tricks. Is this man in picture going to be yet another man to get a hat-trick in this competition?
Yeah, he bowls it quite well there. It looks like it was just drifting in with the arm there and hitting the off stump. He certainly knows where the stumps are. Does Bradley Peterson. 1-1 WW. Can he create his own little website here and get another W next to those 2?
I think थोड़ा quicker ball था Peterson की तरफ से ऐसा लगा थोड़ा quicker ball था और योक था ball.
Come on, be pass. Give me another one. Hat-trick ball here, BP. Get us one more, man.
Well, let's see what he has got in store for us.
He tossed it up. He actually tossed the ball up. I mean, really, I'm going to have words with him after.
Finish while you're, bud. Finish while you're.
He just lost that one a little bit, didn't he?
It's hit down the ground. It's just going to be 1 for sure. These men have got strong arms. That time it's Leon LaRue. K. Fox shaking his head here. I don't think I've ever seen you shake your head, K. Fox.
Yeah, it's just really outstanding bowling, you have to say, from the Dynamos. The Vipers just lost their way completely. Once Shami van Wyk was out, he was the man who's hit the only 2 boundaries of their innings so far. And took that first over for 11, but he had to he perished at the end of the over trying for another big shot. You looked a little bit disappointed at the time, Eugene.
I was very disappointed, but 55 runs needed here off the remaining 24 balls. Who is going to play the innings here of note? As it is that man again, Willem Mentjes. Bowled a very good first over, just going for 4. They entrusted him with the second over. Oh, he's trying hard there, Collison, to club that con. Is he going to run back for 2? He's coming back for 2. Oh, it's a good throw, though. I think that might only be the second 2 of this whole innings.
Yeah, I think you're right, Eugene. You remember one, at the most, one other 2 that they ran, and it's been the lack of anything that they've been able to get. No singles, very few.
That's up in the air. Keeper, safe as houses, surely. Fritz de Beer takes the catch, and there he is, the youngster, the 22-year-old Mentjes, taking another wicket.
As it's a look at that one again, and it's just not in the right arc to play that kind of shot. Just goes straight up in the air, and now that is Collison, who's trying to play that one out the ground, who has to make his way back to the pavilion.
देखिए बैट्समैन सीख नहीं रहे हैं प्रीवियसली बैट्समैन से भी सीख नहीं रहे हैं नए बैट्समैन अभी आए थे और बहुत ही अच्छी बॉल विलियम की तरफ से शॉर्ट ऑफ लेंथ बॉल पे ट्राई किया था हिट करने के लिए लेकिन कीपर की जानब अच्छा कैच
Alex Scollard making his way to the middle. I'm sure his dad will be watching glued to his seat. Work takes a back burner when your son walks out to bat here. So he's going to be watching him. What can he do? He's going to face up to Mentjes, whose tail is up. He's a tall man, Willem Mentjes. And his figures look outstanding as well.
Yeah, I think every single one of the Dynamos bowlers today are going to be going home with some outstanding bowling figures.
And this would be probably a good sort of comeback from that first loss. Very surprising to us because they are a very good side and they're showing how good they are out there. That's guided down. And, I mean, where's this been? I mean, we haven't seen a ball being the batter trying to use the pace, maybe running hard. We've just seen big shot, try to play after big shot, going nowhere.
And that's exactly why that run rate required is hovering up around the 15 runs per over rate. And the Dynamos have really done well.
That's diving downtown. That's going to go all the way, I think. Let's have a look here at Slow Poison de Jong. There he is. Arms aloft. 6 runs.
बहुत ही खूबसूरत शॉट फहद खान की तरफ से straight down over the fielder.
Well, that's much better, Eugene. He came down, he steadied himself, he used his feet well in that instance, and he played straight through the line of the ball, which was a good shot.
It's just the area that they look to hit. The previous ball I'm talking about, that Fahad Khan just looked better. He looked like got into a really good line of it and hit the ball straight over the back. And that is what I want to see. I think a lot of the shots have been cross-battered wafts and just not there to be hit in that area. And he decided to stay back again. And Mentjes, he's just hitting a very hard length here. That's up in the air. Fritz de Beer again. Fritz de Beer steadies himself. And Mentjes takes another wicket. And another one perishes.
There we go. Yet again, it's the same. It's a repeat again of the previous dismissal of Collison. It's just not there to hit like that. It just gets the top edge of the bat, goes up. And Fritz de Beer makes absolutely no mistake yet again.
Got underneath the ball very, very quickly and steadied himself. And once he steadied himself, it was all she wrote for him. As now Fahad Khan has to go back and he's replaced by the captain, Mahmoud Peterson. And it's going to be a very, very interesting post-match chat with these two captains for different reasons, I tell you. I mean, there we have it, 34 for 5, folks. They scored 18 runs in that 4-over period. 18 runs in 4 overs.
That's finished. And they're losing those 4 wickets in that period. Just has means that they are currently 26 runs behind where the Dynamos were at the same stage, and they've left themselves so much to do. It's that Schultz coming back into the attack took the very important wicket it was of Shami in that first over, even though he did get hit for a few runs.
46 off the remaining 3 overs. Touch over 15 and over. Schultz running away from the golf ticket end. Again, hitting that hard length, and this is what I was sort of expecting from the Dynamos bowlers from what I saw in the first game. Yes, they didn't get over the line, but they've got bowlers that hits that back of a length quite hard, and they just get a lot more bounce, they get a lot more purchase out of this pitch here, and it certainly has worked with them. And throw in Bradley Peterson, his left arm tweakers or arm balls or finger spin, call it what you may. He was extremely well bowled himself. But this is what you're going to get from Mahmoud Peterson. He's going to try and lap. He's a man of short stature, so he's going to try and utilize the pace of the bowlers on offer. So he's going to do the ramp and the pick-up shots more than hitting the ball downtown.
देखिए मुझे इन विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के बैट्समैन की कोई अप्रोच की कोई समझ नहीं लगी, और कुछ बैटिंग ऑर्डर में भी चेंज था थोड़ा.
Here's the pickup shot. That's brilliantly played there by the captain. And that ball gets to the boundary. And that's excellent stuff there by the captain. Said he's going to try and work with the pace on offer, and then that time just work it on to the onside.
Yes, looking at it again, he just sets himself very nice. He doesn't the trigger movement across to the offside, and then just works it from the line of the stumps down to the leg side for the boundary. And he just looked as if he was very comfortable playing that shot. No flourish of the bat, just played it with the pace, as you said, Eugene.
Yeah, as I said, he's just going to utilize that. I think Dynamos will be best served to get a fine leg in place or a deep backward square, and I think it's more going to go into that region as well. I mean, can I go home now?
Exactly as that was called by Eugene Molian. You see him going once again outside off stump and playing it down fine to the fine leg boundary, and that should, I would think, bring about a change in the field. No, it doesn't yet.
I think it's going to go now. Bradley Peterson has had a word. I mean, for him to hit the ball over mid-off, apologies, is a really good shot, especially the length that Simon Schultz is bowling here. The length is important.
अगर इस दो बॉल पर अगर बाउंड्री आती है तो विक्टोरिया कैन कम बैक.
This time he gets it there past third man. So he just utilizes the pace. Yes, it might have been an open blade or it might have been an edge. They don't care. That's 12 of 3.
ये बॉल बहुत ही क्रूशल होगा. ये बॉल बहुत क्रूशल होगा. देखना होगा कि ये कैसे खेलेंगे, और बॉलर की तरफ से भी देखना होगा कि वो कैसा ये कम बैक करेंगे 3 बाउंड्रीज के बाद.
I have to say, Valeno Menchis there was drifting there. We say they graze. I think he was grazing in some area where he's not supposed to have been there.
He wasn't actually on the boundary, was he? He was well in from the boundary. That probably could have been cut off.
That's what you expect. That's what you expect. Have some. Oh, it's been given as wide. No, well, unfortunately, I mean, he's bowling too. Mahmoud Peterson, as I said, he's not a tall man. But there you can see why that is. Oh, that is above his head for sure, yeah. But
good call there from square leg umpire Jacob de Jong.
Oh, that's going to go over the top for 6. That's going to go over the top for 6, over third man.
I told you guys. Bola tha maine.
Oh, my word, look at this. He just, this time, gives himself room on the offside and just flays at it and gets it. I say Flays, he played a really good shot. That was exactly where he intended it to go.
ये बहुत ही अच्छा कमबैक है विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की तरफ से और उनके कैप्टन की तरफ से. ये कहाँ थे पहले? डागआउट में देख रहे थे कि मेरे बैट्समैन क्या कर रहे हैं.
Where's this going here? They got the required rate there in that over. They need 2 more overs of that. Now then, Newman, they're going to try and get that off. Naidu coming back into the attack. They need 13 and over. I mean, the worm has suddenly decided, no, he's going to wake up and go on the up.
All that in just 1 over. And Mahmoud Peterson, the captain, coming in and playing, even in 1 over, a captain's innings. Not over yet.
Oh, no, now we see a ball. Keeper misses it. And we saw this in the final match yesterday as well, where the Saints and the strikers as well. And the strikers they were fighting their way back into contention. That time, nutmegs. Fritz de Beer, 4 runs off the first ball. Be it buys. That's going to go down to long off. They need 21 needed off 10 deliveries, folks. This game is not over yet.
Would you believe it? I mean, it looked dead and buried. I mean, the men from the Vipers looked like they were dead and buried before that short's over.
I tell you what, Mahmoud, you have certainly played a captain's knock here. Where have you been? 18 of 5 deliveries. I mean, you should have come in a lot earlier, lad.
जैसा कि मैंने बोला यूजिन बैटिंग ऑर्डर में थोड़ा सा चेंज था वाइपर्स की तरफ से. तो आप देखें बहुत ही अच्छा कमबैक और आते ही अटैक किया महमूद ने.
No sweep on the offside. But there's no sweeper on the offside. I just called it yet again. Cape Fox.
You're right, Eugene.
Yeah, brilliant stuff here from Peterson. Just playing it over the ring of fielders on the offside. And he's stable when he plays that shot. It's a good cricket shot that he's playing there.
Oh, now then, no change to the field. Don't think it's going to be full. Oh, he's trying to turn that around to fine leg. Schultz comes around. It's going to be neck and neck. It's going to go down to the wire. The rate, as it stands, 17 runs needed. 9 balls still remaining here, folks. We are going to go to the last over yet again. Here in the Tars. 777 presents Stars Cricket Club League. T10 cricket. Castle Animal. What a match we have here for you.
कौन होगा असली एनिमल यहाँ पे?
Going through the shot, a little bit of a cutter ball there by Naidu. Applause all round, applause all round. Right now, Scully, what have you got? What have you got, youngster?
बड़े confused लगे एलेक्स वहाँ पे.
Dude, I reckon he should just swing himself off his feet here because he's got 1 ball left of the 9th. Mahmoud wants to be on strike here. So, 2, 4, 6, just even numbers. Deal in even numbers here, Scully. Oh, why is he running?
Oh. Yeah, I must agree with you there, Eugene. I don't understand there why Peterson's taken that run. He should have just left Scullard at the non-striker's end for the last over. So Scullard's going to have to get a single or a 3 or something off that first ball.
There's the equation, folks. There it is, simple. As bright as day. 15 runs needed by the team in green, the Victoria Vipers, to be winners here. The Dynamos, anything less than that, but albeit not 14 though, because then we're going into overtime here. Then we're going into supernova. Oh dear, it's all happening here. What a tournament we're having here. Yes, Tian, supernova.
एक मरतबा फिर हम अच्छे चेज में कल भी एक अच्छा चेज दिखने को मिला था और once again एक मरतबा फिर
going to the senior man Jody Lawrence. He's got the last over to bowl. He's conceded 1 run off the bat in his first over.
He's steaming in here. It's down the leg side. It's down the leg side, folks. It is down the leg side. Now then, 14 of 6. Okay, folks, I already know what my talking point is going to be, and that's going to be about the 20 dot balls that they conceded there earlier.
Yep.
अगर ये बॉल बाउंड्री पे जाता है यूजीन, तो ये मैच के अंदर आ सकते हैं विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स. अगर ये बॉल बाउंड्री पे जाएगा तो.
Super over, Kasif. Super over's got it all written over this game. That's up in the air. Fritz de Beer underneath it. This time he's not steady, is he? Yes, he takes the catch. He takes a catch, and that was a steepler.
Whoa. That one had snow on it for sure. It went up higher than any of the others, but he managed to get underneath, and he takes his third catch like that, does Fritz de Beer.
Yeah, Scully deciding he wants to have a go at it. His toes still aching from the ball that happened before, but that's an excellent catch there. And there's your man, Jody Lawrence. He's having a good day out today. And that's another so-called dot ball there. So there's only 4 balls still remaining here. 5 balls, apologies. Still 5 balls still remaining. Being rectified here, but both men left and right of me. I mean, really now, I'm just sitting in the middle here. Just let me alone.
And we've got a lefty coming into bat here. Robin Creel, a man who did some damage with the ball. It's going to be up to him and his captain. Can Robin Creel get off strike is probably the thing, or can he hit the long ball? It has to be one or the other. There's nothing in between at the moment for the Vipers.
I don't think it's easy just to come in here and hit the ball for a boundary first up. So, yeah, you just got to right, Mahmoud, you've been hitting it well. 23 of 7, as we can see there. Look at that scorecard. 66, clickety-click for 6. Yeah. 5 balls remaining here. Oh.
I think idea यहाँ पे ये होगा कि रोबन अपने कैप्टन को स्ट्राइक दें.
Yeah, you just feel he needs to get something on this. He needs to get a run. He needs to get them closer to that target. Get Mahmoud on strike.
Yeah, one is the key. Yeah, 1 is the key.
Has to be.
Gives Mahmoud 4 balls still. 14 runs. 5 balls remaining. Jody Lawrence, ball in hand. Ball into Robin Creel. Oh, he just smashed that straight to Jean, straight home. Oh, that is 2 in 2. And yet again, we have a bowler that's going to be on a hat-trick.
My goodness.
It's the final over again. It's the pressure. Just the pressure on the new man coming in. He tries to do something with it. He tries to hit it over the man at that mid-wicket area. Oh, sorry, at extra cover. And he does nothing but cloth it straight to him.
Yeah, for sure. He has to go. And, I mean, there's every chance Jody Lawrence is going to get a hat-trick here because the batters have got to go for it. There's only 4 balls remaining.
देखिए, जॉली ने कोई नया करने की वहाँ पे कोशिश नहीं की. अपनी लाइन को बरकरार रखा वहाँ पे. और यही सीनियर बॉलर की बात होती है कि वो ज़्यादा कुछ करने की कोशिश नहीं करते हैं.
I go back to that last ball of the 9th over. The last ball of the 9th over where Mahmoud should have just stayed back, stayed in his ground and said, right, I'll take the last over. He was hitting it nicely. As you can see there, 23 of 7. Now then, there's only 4 balls remaining, 14 still needed. Shashanbam, he has got a swing though.
Yeah, he's got to play a shot like his namesake, Sachin Tendulkar, perhaps.
Oh, plenty. We need more of those. Well, he's going to get off strike. I think Mahmoud, just stay there. Your best chance for your team right now is for you to try and biff this ball for boundaries. That is your best chance.
Yep, fully agree with you. He's done a fantastic job so far in his innings. Took Simon Schultz apart in that last over that he faced to him and took 20 off that over. He's got them to a position where they potentially can win the game. Can he close it out?
मोहम्मद फेस करेंगे जोड़ी को.
It's a big appeal. Oh, he's going to go. Oh, he's going to give a wide. He's going to give a wide. Shotgun. Harrison, he took his time that time. It wasn't a shotgun. It was more like Pistol Pete.
कुछ आवाज आई थी वहाँ पे.
Oh, it was a good shot.
Was.
Oh, I mean, that was a good shot by Harrison. I mean, that was so missing everything.
It did. Missed everything. He hit the ground with the bat. Missed the pad.
What that does, though, 3 fours.
Yeah.
3 fours.
Yeah.
That's all they need.
That is clipped. That's going to be 2. You've got to go for 2. They're going to get 2. I would still stick to 2. One of them has to go over the boundary now. One of them have to go over the boundary.
2 balls. 2 balls. रह गए हैं इस ओवर में. 10 रन चाहिए. क्या करेंगे महमूद अभी?
10 runs, folks. 2 balls. Yet another match going to that all-important final over. Bowl them. And the stumps to a Simone. And Jody Lawrence is definitely having a fabulous day out there today.
That is how you have to bowl in the final over. When the pressure's on, you miss, I hit. And that's exactly what he did, that off-stump cartwheeling across the ground.
Absolutely, James. उनको पता था कहाँ पे शॉट मारने जाएंगे. York length पे ball beautifully. York team.
It's such a game of fine margins, folks. And the shorter the format, the more the small moments become so big. And this, in terms of the Vipers, is all about the amount of dot balls they conceded within that first 5 overs. 19 of those. 19 dots in that first 5, and there have been more since then.
Yeah, it is so critical that you just keep that scoreboard ticking over, and that's what they failed to do. You had batters out there that were having strike rates of less than 50, in fact, when they were out. Last ball.
That's going to be played out, and the Dynamos, they are going to get their victory, and they are on the board, folks. They are a good outfit out there, the team in purple. They've got batters to boot. They've got bowlers to boot that suits the surface here. The crowd is happy, and I'm sure the men here as well in purple, and Fritz de Beer, he's got to win. But that's all thanks to a really good performance with the ball. But I feel that, James King, I'm going to come to you first. I still feel that the Vipers sort of contributed to themselves here not getting over the line. I mean, they are 9 runs short, or should I say 8 runs short. It could have been so much. 8 singles. 8 singles.
Yeah. You know, I must agree with you there, Eugene. If you just look at how they constructed their innings, they didn't take the singles. They were trying to play the big shots. Even in that second period of between overs 4 and 7, where there are singles on offer with the field widespread, they were still trying to play the big shots. And so 34 for 5, they were at the end of 7. They'd virtually given themselves no chance in the game. It was only then Peterson came in and played some really intelligent cricket to get them to a stage where they perhaps could have won that game, but they could have made it so much easier for themselves.
Can't agree with you more, Cape Fox. I can't agree with you more, and they're going to be looking at that. It should have been, for me, it should have been 2 from 2 for the Vipers all day long, but let's take nothing away there from the Dynamos. They are victorious with some really good bowling as well there, and they just kept things tight, led by Lawrence, Peterson and Menchis as well, and they are moving up the table there for sure. There they find themselves mid-table just due to the net run rate issue, but I'm sure that's going to grow as well.
Yeah, and a good win for the Dynamos. The Vipers still retain their second spot on the log with that higher net run rate, which is really good for them. The teams that have got 2 points, they have the best net run rate. But the Dynamos are on the board, and they are a force to be reckoned with. We've seen some outstanding cricket here. And we're going now to the highlights of this innings.
The Stars 7-7-7 against the Stars. Cricket Club League T10 Cricket. Castle Animal. It's just bring you close matches, close encounters. Another match going to the final over there, and it is the Dynamos. They are victorious here over the Vipers. I'm going to ask Mahmoud here to just join me here. And just by the look on your face, I know you're very disappointed there. Where for you do you feel that contributed for you guys not getting over the line today?
I think the guys just one size fits all with their shots. They were playing one shot to the same ball over and over again. And in this game, the field kind of dictates what shots you can play. So they were going straight bat all the time to length balls. And for me, it was just like adapt on the day. And we need to learn that quickly.
19 dot balls in the first 5 overs alone. That is a massive total in terms of where this game gone. You were 8 runs short. Surely that was probably where you potentially could have lost this game as well.
Exactly like I said, if the boundary option wasn't there, take the 1, take the 2, and those opportunities will present itself as the bowler just bowls the ball.
Your bowlers also did a great job out there, again, restricting the Dynamos. They looked like they were getting away, but then you brought back the run rate as well. So your bowlers and your fielders seem to have done a great job in bringing them down.
Obviously, we needed to adapt. The same, again, the word adapt.
Yes.
Tuesday, totally different conditions. So the first few overs, we kind of were finding our feet, and then we found a little formula which worked for us.
Go well in the rest of the tournament. There's a little bit of a hard knock today, but I'm sure you guys are going to learn from that.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
That's the captain of the Victoria Vipers. Now I'm going to ask the victorious captain, I should say, the Durbanville Dynamos there, Fritz de Beer. Fritz, you boys finally got off the line there. Let's talk about the batting innings first. It looked like you guys were going for 100 plus, but the bowlers were good there. But you guys didn't lose wickets, so you could have done a little bit better with the way you guys batted there.
Yeah, definitely. I think we got off to a decent start. Definitely feel I think we left about 10 to 15 runs out of there. Again, that middle period, maybe just facing a few too many dot balls. But I said to the boys afterwards, it's 2 runs more than Tuesday, so we're trending upwards.
Yeah, for sure. And then your bowlers, I've been very impressed. Even with the defeat the other day, I think your bowlers really suit the service. Big guys hitting the pitch really hard, hitting good lengths.
Yeah, I think again bowlers did a great job today, and exactly what you're saying. We've got big, tall bowlers, so we can't really bowl like the rest, just going full. We got to use the deck and hit the deck hard, and that's what the bowlers did beautifully. And I think that's where we kind of killed them in the end. Is it's hard to get those balls away if you're hitting the deck nice and hard on this deck, especially.
And that experienced man, Bradley Peterson, with his left arm spin. Well, I call it spin, but it's just going in with the arm. He again strikes for you every time.
Yeah, no, it was. I've called him. I said left arm medium pace. I was thinking of standing back there at one point, but yeah, no, he's probably one of the best spinners in the whole league in the whole Western Cape. So it's such a pleasure to have him, and he bowled, adjusted so well. He saw what the pitch was doing, and he just went a little bit quicker and a little bit straighter, and it worked like a charm.
I'm going to ask you this question because on the last time you said on Tuesday, you said, look here, you want to back your boys to hit boundaries. Is it that type of pitch? Is it that type of conditions there, or can you really take your time to maybe run ones and twos more to get that scoreboard moving up?
Yeah, I think it's definitely you got to run your ones and twos. You got to hit it hard. I said to the guys, I think you got to give yourself 4 or 5 balls to just get the feel of the pitch. It was that type of pitch where if you could really wait for it to be in your area, then definitely that ball is so hard it travels miles if you hit it. So you can definitely back yourself, but you do need to give yourself, I think, a little bit more time than just coming in and straight off the bat. It's a bit of a struggle to just get it immediately.
You guys are on the board. Go well for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much, Eugene.
That is the thoughts of the captain. Yeah, it's been another entertaining game here. We are bringing all these entertainment to you. Join us again tomorrow for some more entertainment. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to it as the excitement grows here in the TARS. 777 presents the TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket. Ka Asli Animal. Join us again tomorrow.